What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because we are playing another deck that was recommended to me by the one and the only John Port. So shout out to John Port. If you guys don't know who he is, know his name, know what he's done. No, he was the guy, I believe, that came out with the 1,000 wave co-op strategy. He's also been around forever. Another one that's always been commenting on my videos, always around, always coming up with new and interesting decks. So because the Pyrotechnic is within the faction today, or this week, we're going to try him out, okay? Pyrotechnic, I feel like, is kind of a sleeper card. I'm going to be honest. I feel like it's better than most people think. I've tried him out in the past, even without the faction buff, and it does pretty good damage. The trick is to always have an odd number on your board, and then it does really good splash damage. That's what it is. So it's like, if you have an odd number, it does a random attack somewhere, but it also does splash. And then I think if it's even, it does not do splash, or it does decreased damage also, maybe even, but it only attacks the frontmost thing. So you'll see right now it's kind of like lit up and fiery with its fireworks. But once I get to an even number, you'll see that it's not. Let's spam a little bit, see if we can show that off. See that? Now they're not firing like they should be. And then you keep going. Do. Little spam, little spam. Spam, spam, spam. Now we've got 3, and now you'll see the damage picks up immediately. Look at that. All of a sudden, we go right back to the front of our board. And it should be a pretty interesting deck. So we've got Pyrotechnic and Hex to kind of take out waves. I have not tried this deck before, but I'm kind of assuming. And then we've got Crystalmancer to try and take out bosses. So I feel like pretty cool deck. It's definitely a spam deck. Should do pretty good work. Wow. You can see right there Pyrotechnic's got leveled up. And also I noticed it's not only one unit that gets leveled up. It can be a handful of them. So pretty cool right there. I love all the little things that have come out, whether it's the faction that week or all the little items or whatever. I was looking into how the items worked and specifically why I had 2 squares on my board to where other people had 1. So I was looking through on my J, and you can use the same items for all your heroes. So just put items on all your heroes. On my J, I've got 3 items, right? I have an armor that I think does extra damage. I've got something else that actually does decreased mana for my opponent, and I'll show these after this video, or after this game. And then my last one is an amulet, which I told you I had 4 amulets, so I leveled it up. So now I have a rare amulet, and what it does is it puts the squares on your board. So if you have a common amulet, it gets 1 square, rare gets 2, epic gets 3, and then a legendary gets 4 squares. And if you have something inside that square, it does increased attack speed. Not attack speed, attack damage. It does increased attack damage. So really, really interesting right there. Let's try and like move things around a little bit. We do have Puppeteer, so like, I feel like that's the, alright, we'll do that. It is Puppeteer, like I said. Let's do a little J just to try and slow everybody down. Oh my goodness, this guy's having so much trouble, and there is a victory. Hit him with a good game. Man, he was having unbelievable amounts of trouble. I don't know. He was having problems. That dude was having issues. Holy smokes. Quest, what is that? What is that number? 300. Is that 300 million? 30 million? I gotta do, oh, they break it down a little bit simpler in the actual thing there. Deal 30 million damage in PvP. I mean, it probably goes relatively quick. But let me show you guys what I was talking about. So if I go to my heroes, you can see here I've got 3 things. So I've got an attack thing here. I'm using the sturdy staff. I do have other things here that I could use, but they're all a little bit different. So let's see. We got this one that does increase the attack speed of your units. This one increases the critical damage. I think that's pretty useless. And then this one does, it staves the increase of amount of mana. So that's the one I'm using. I think that's pretty cool. And then the other one I'm using here is Chainmail, which affects the damage of the other player's units. Oh, I didn't actually know that. And then we have this, which increases the amount of mana received by killing monsters. Which is kind of useful, but if we're decreasing the damage, that's kind of huge. And then the last one, the biggest one here, Amulet, rare item. So you can see it goes between 1 and 4 points. Pretty cool. Let's jump into another battle. That worked out pretty well. It didn't really feel all that comfortable, but obviously he was just having a ton of trouble. So let's try and like get our board looking a little bit better. This guy's running the new school Corsair deck. He's got almost 1600 crit, and he's running mechanics. So this is definitely going to be a hard fought battle here. Also, my card levels are not crazy whatsoever with like Pyrotechnic, or I think my Pyrotechnic and my Crystalmancer are both 11. But if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure that you guys are subscribed, and also check out those memberships. Got a lot of cool perks, and I'm actually going to be reaching out to a few of you for some of those perks because you've been going under the radar a little bit. All right, let's see if we can not die. All right, we found a Crystalmancer, so that's always good. Let's just do that because a Hex isn't going to do anything for us. Not ideal. We did get a Pyrotechnic, so let's level up our Pyrotechnic. Why not? We got Gorgon. And let's see what we can do. Pyrotechnic always makes it a little bit interesting. As soon as you start playing cards that are super RNG, you're going to have some issues whether or not you're, like, you expect to be taking out units and then you're not able to, whether it's a boss or, like, a sneaky unit just gets through your whole board just because it's not there. But at least we have Crystalmancer to hopefully fend off against those sneaky monsters that are just kind of creeping around our board. But this dude's running a pretty interesting deck. Actually, he does have, so he has Corsair and Executioner in there, where I've seen a lot of, instead of Executioner, Bombardier. So it would be that normal Crystalmancer slow deck, but with Corsair in there instead of Dryad or Chemist, or sometimes Pretzel Throwers in there. So pretty cool right here. But let's try and take this guy out. He's already got a rank 3 Vampire. He's got 2 squares on his board, so he probably has the exact same rare amulet as I do. But he's also got Gadget, which Gadget actually has been pretty strong. I'll have to show you guys. I know if you guys were chilling with me on stream that we saw Gadget in action, and it was pretty significant. Let's do this. Let's do that. Should be fine. Crystalmancers are the ones that should be taking it out anyway. I'm going to come down here because we don't need a thing there. Let's go over here. Alright, I kind of like our board, to be honest. We got some Hexes in decent spots. I don't really know if it's more beneficial to have Hex on Pyrotechnic or on Crystalmancer. I've tried it with Crystalmancer. I always thought it would be good with Crystalmancer. I've never been thrilled with how it works. But Pyrotechnic, I mean, let's see. Are we getting any instant kills? I haven't seen a single one. There's a couple. Yeah, there was 2 in a row right there. And then there's a Drought. There's another one. So, I don't know. We got Tamer coming up. Our Pyromaniacs are pretty useful. Pyrotechnics, Pyromaniacs, you know, pretty much the same thing. And we're just going to keep on chugging along. The only thing that really scares me here is that he's running he is running the slow deck. He only has 1 unit that's slow, so that's great for us. But we don't have any slow other than J in here. So that could get a little bit interesting. But let's try and get some of our units up. I was going to spam my board a little bit. We got Tamer. Let's just try and have our board as leveled up as possible, and then we'll focus, because you don't want to just keep spamming, because it's really important that you keep an odd number of Pyrotechnics on your board. I know that for a fact. As soon as you don't have that number of Pyrotechnics, your board falls off right away. So you really got to try it. But if you guys want to check out these videos live on stream, make sure that you guys come by the stream, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. And we're trying out different decks. You can play against me, you can play with me, you can watch me push ladder, whatever you want to do. We would absolutely love to have you there. And yeah, let's try and take out this Tamer, which shouldn't be an issue. And we'll go from here. Yeah, so it's the nice thing about this is actually during bosses, I'm less worried about... I'm actually going to do... I'm going to do that. Because I want to rank 4 something. Alright, I like that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. We need another Pyrotechnic. I'm going to go... Let's do this. Alright. We've got really nice looking Pyrotechnics. We've got some nice looking Hexes. We do have 4 Crystalmancers, which is probably the fewest amount that I would want would probably be 3. But we do have a rank 4 and 3 rank 2s. One of the rank 4s and one of the rank 2s is on a square that's doing increased attack damage. So I think that's pretty useful. I think we're in a pretty good spot. But of course, like I said, we have no slow. So there is our Bannerlord. Let's see how we do against Bannerlord. Crystalmancer does pretty good. Hex usually helps out a decent amount. Pyrotechnic did pretty well. I mean, that looked pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. The only thing is, it's a slow meta. It's been a slow meta for months, right? So even though this looks awesome, this is totally a different deck. It's working really, really well. It couldn't be working better for me right now. If he can just last longer in the game, he's still going to pull out the dub. So a little bit interesting. And it also has got those like Corsair Alchemist vibes to where the monsters may be like halfway around your board, but because the Pyrotechnics are shooting every which way, the damage of the HP of the boss is going to be lower than you expect. Like if it's in the middle of your board, you're like, it's at least a million and a half. But then you end up seeing the monster's health and it's only at 600. That's exactly what happened. I'm not making that instance up. That is exactly what just happened. So not too bad right here. We did take it out. He's also going to take it out. He's got Crystalmancer in there. He's got some nice looking Corsairs in there. And we've got 3,000 mana. That makes me think I should probably do something. But I don't want to mess my board up too much. So it's going to be a little tough. Let's try and do it after Tribunal, because again, pretty good opportunity when the bosses show up to move your board around, because the Pyrotechnic Blast is less important, right? We're more focused on Crystalmancers during bosses. So maybe we can try and get our board looking even better after this Tribunal. If we can even make it there, we're trying to take out this Bannerlord right now. I mean, I feel like after we take the Bannerlord out, we'll go right back to the front of our portal, but that's scary. That was only like a 400k Bannerlord, and it got pretty far. Here's another one. Oh, that's like 620. But you can see just how much faster my monsters are because I've got no slow in this deck. I like it. Let's see if we can take this guy out. I wonder what level his mechanic is. I'm curious. We didn't take out that. So 1.4, I mean, even so. So let's hit it. 1.4 is really not bad. Let's try and level some of these guys up here. Come over here. We'll do that. Let's do... I want another one. Alright, I mean... It's really not bad. We still got hexes in good spots. We've got the right amount of Pyrotechnics. We've got 5 rather than the 4 Crystalmancers that we had before. So, I mean... Let me know what you guys would have done. We have 4,700 mana. So I definitely could do more. But with the time that I had, I got my board looking the way... kind of the way I wanted it. And then I stopped. So... If we lose, clearly I should have done more. If we win, we did enough. So I don't really know. You can see right there, he just dropped his gadgets special ability. Always really cool to see that. 600 to go through. I feel like our Crystalmancers will speed up a little bit, but 26 seconds, and that other Bannerlord is coming in hot. Unsure. Maybe we can just take a hit right here. We got Bedlam next. I think this is going to be a GG, unfortunately. We're not going to lose right now, but Slow is going to win this. Oh, yeah, we are going to lose right now. Wow. Really, really unfortunate right there. Level 2 Gadget. Let's check out the stats. 15, so about 1,600. Level 2 Gadget. He only did 330k damage. I've seen way higher, but maybe it's just because of... that person's gadget was a really high rank. And then we also, let's see, Corsair did 29 million. Hex actually led the charge with 20 million. And the other ones did 6.6, 8.6. Interesting. I feel like those are pretty low numbers. I did not expect Hex to be doing that much damage. Let's jump into one more. And this is, you know, I don't want to say that this is the problem with today's game, because I don't think there's really a huge problem, but it's really, really fun to run a deck like this. And the only reason he won that is because he had Frost. He had slow. He had one slow unit in his deck that was enough to win the game, which is just it kind of stinks. It kind of stinks. So maybe I should put something else in this deck that has slow, but then all of a sudden you're going into like if I was running this deck and I took out Harlequin and Summoner and instead I put in Frost and Dryad, what does it look like to you? Right? It looks like the regular Crystalmancer slow deck. Or what if I put in, you know, I don't know what else I could put in. Maybe I keep Summoner and just put in Frost. I don't know. But then you're just playing the slow game rather than playing like a cool like Pyrotechnic game. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I really like this deck, but if it's just if it loses to every slow deck, it doesn't make me really want to play it. All right, we got some pretty good. All right, we got some really nice. Let's use our Pyrotechnic, or our J rather. Really liking our board. Let me know in the comments what you guys are playing right now for this faction. Are you guys playing around with Corsair? You guys playing around with Engineer like this guy? Or are you guys playing around with Pyrotechnic or anything else? I don't even know what else is in there. Sharpshooter? Are you guys playing around with Sharpshooter? I would assume not. But kind of cool that actually in these 3 games, and we'll see how this game works out, we're seeing all the different variations of factions. Not all of them, but, you know, first game we went up against, I don't actually remember. I think it was an Inquiz deck. I don't remember what we had. But then we had, so we're playing Pyrotechnic. You're seeing that plenty. We played against Corsair. You got to check that out with the new faction. Now we're playing against Engineer, so we'll see how we can do with this. And this guy's running the Dryad version of this Engineer spam. You guys remember the Engineer spam meta? I'm going to be honest. I dislike the Engineer spam meta more than the Shaman spam meta. I don't know why. It was just so boring to me to play against the exact same deck over and over and over again. Just filling your board with Engineers. I was so tired of seeing Engineers just all over. I don't know. I don't know why. But I'm happy with this meta. I absolutely love this meta. People are trying different things. I mean, it's like a free pass to try different things whenever a faction changes, okay? Usually there's something centered around, like, you know, Inquisitor or, you know, have some slow, a double slow or something in there. That's going to make sure that you can at least try and win some games. But then people are throwing in Corsair, throwing in Pyrotechnic. I absolutely love it. This guy's trying out an Engineer deck. Engineer hasn't been good for a little while now. Dude, get it. Best of luck, man. I have no problem with that. Now when I see an Engineer deck, I'm like, good for this dude. He's trying something new. It's not like, oh, good, another... You know what I mean? I absolutely love that. We also have just gotten back into War Battles, right? So War Day officially kicked off, what is it, yesterday. Loving it right now. I'm going 8-0 in War right now, so we're hopefully going to keep on that train. I would absolutely love that. And we just got everybody maxed out, so I'm feeling pretty good. I've been impressed with how this deck takes out Bannerlords. I really have. So it'll be interesting to see if we can keep on going. I know with Engineer, it can get scary really quickly. Like, I don't know how he can make his board really much better. Yeah, I mean, that helps right there. But at a certain point, we're going to be doing instant kills. We're going to be doing kills all over the board. We'll have to check it out. We'll have to wait and see how this fares, because I'm actually really curious. Do we just fall off the map at a certain point? Does he fall off the map at a certain point? Put your guesses in the comment. Who wins this matchup? I'm not really sure. He took the boss out quicker than me. Really much, a lot quicker than me. I mean, that's just amazing right there. We got 2,200 mana, so let's just do our board a couple times. I'm going to do that. Do this. And that. And we'll just do that. So now we got the right amount of Pyrotechnics. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rank 3s. We don't have many Crystalmancers, but I believe that Hex and Pyrotechnic does the majority of our damage throughout the wave. So right now it's, I don't even know. It looks a little scary right there. We're getting pretty far on our board. It looked like he was keeping him right at our portal. We are going to have a Bannerlord this wave. So this is a super interesting matchup. I honestly love this matchup right here. And I love the feeling. Let me know if you guys agree, because I can't imagine you don't. I love the feeling of not knowing. Okay, I hate when I go into a game and I'm like, oh, I'm playing against Inquis, Stasis, whatever. I'm running whatever. I'm running Thunderer, Demonologist spam. I'm not going to win this game. But now we're going up against a deck that we haven't seen in a little while. I'm running a deck that nobody's ever seen. And I'm not sure who's going to win the matchup, and I absolutely love that sensation. That's always really, really fun for me. So they're getting pretty far. We got Crystalmancers on the mini-boss. 3, 2, 1. Pretty scary. Ooh. What do you think? We need more Pyrotechnics? Or we need more, Let's do that. Let's do this. I'm gonna come up here. I feel like our board is pretty good, man. Do we need more hexes? Pyrotechnics should be able to take this guy out. I mean, our Pyrotechnic's looking good right there. We do have one rank 2 hex right in the middle. I mean, I don't mind that at all. It's in a great spot. It's hitting a Crystalmancer. It's hitting a Pyrotechnic. It's hitting another Pyrotechnic. We got Puppeteer coming up. This will be interesting. He's got 1, 2, 3 rank 4s. 1, 2 rank, 3 rank 3s. Oh my gosh, they're getting far. Oh, but then look at this. They're getting really far, and then they kind of come back. It's so scary. It's so scary. Do we win this matchup? He doesn't have any slow in his deck. Maybe we can sneak it because of Bannerlord. Oh my gosh, it's going to be close. Maybe it's not going to be close. Come on, baby. What do we got? Puppeteer next? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, that's a GG. That is a GG. I had a bunch of mana. How much money? I had 7,000 mana. Let me know what you guys would have done. Would you just have continued to combine out, try to get yourself in a better spot? Probably I didn't play that the best, but John Port, let me know if I played that really bad or if I played it decent and I got bad luck. Engineer decks, they seem to work. I don't know if they work against most decks. It looks like we were pretty close, and this deck is a little bit random. So let me know what you think of this deck. A little bit too bad right there. But that's going to be the end of this YouTube video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.